finally here, where champions will be crowned, where legends will be born. Welcome everybody to our first race of many here at the Driver Swap Championship presented by DC-SimRacing. My name is Tony Mena. It is an absolute pleasure to be here with all of you tonight. We're going to have so much fun. And I got to tell you, the action is about to start. We are waiting for the driver briefing to be over. Welcome everybody to the broadcast. I see already some people commentating there. We got Fres. Go, Tony, go. Roy Haviland, it's a pleasure to meet you as well, friend. And well, what can we say? We're here at the Driver Swap Championship. It's the second season, and it's as packed as ever. We got 5 rounds. We got Francorchamps first. Then we got the Hungaroring, very technical track. Then, to go right in the middle, right in the nail, it is Mount Panorama. It is Bathurst. Oh, man, that's not going to be a good one for a lot of drivers. Paul Ricard on our 4th route. And to finish things off, a track very underrated in my opinion. It's Kialami, of course. Man, I cannot wait for the start of this championship. And we are just 1 minute and 30 seconds away from the start of qualifying. Hello, Mr. Troquet. It's awesome to be here in your own home. I love DC-SimRacing. Really looking forward to it. And well, ladies and gentlemen, we need to talk a little bit about the standings. We need to talk a little bit about the scoring because, of course, as we said, it's Driver Swap Sprint Series. That obviously claims that you got a driver swap, and the points this season are very tight to one another. We got first with 30, second with 25, then third with 21, and from there on, just a difference of 1 point. Only fourth and fifth separated by 2 points. It would be 18th and 16, respectively. So it is gonna be down to the wire from beginning to end. As I said, we are going to see some of the most incredible racing we have experienced in a long time. And I cannot wait to see the green lights being thrown out. We got many teams ready to leave it all out here. For example, we got our own. We got DC-SimRacing here with us. We got Drive-Thru Racing Team, Varette. Cocky Racing, Big Brain Racing Team. We got the Panic Racing Team, Corner Cut Racing Team, Marinello Reds. I love them. PSR, Metis GP. We got Vudich Racing, and we got the start of qualifying. As we speak, you can hear the engines, but before we go into qualifying, I want to show you something because we really need to thank these lovely sponsors down below me. We got Sim Racing Timers, we got Pure Sim Gear, we got Next Level Racing, we got Hymo Setups. You want some setups? Goddamn, they're fast. Of course, Pitwall, you got the link in the Discord. I'm actually going to share it here as well if it lets me. Let me get you the Pitwall link. And most importantly, my friends, my God, SimGrid lets us host these incredible championships. So big thank you to them. Let's go with a sponsor, and we will be back with qualifying. Let's go with it. Well, here we are, ready for the action, already at DQ. What the hell? Jean Vizet disqualified, and qualifying hasn't even started. My God, that's the way to start things off here at Spa-Francorchamps. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you saw some next level racing. Incredible equipment. And I gotta tell you, This is not, you know, something that I preparated. I got some of their stuff. Got the wheel stand for my Fanatec. Man, it is an absolute wonder. But you know what? Talk about wonders no more. We're going to talk about real. And real is the first lap ever in this championship will be from David Gavon from the Le Mans Rent Sports team. Let's go through La Source, turn number 1. Very sharp 90-degree hander. As you can see, lots of AstroTurf at the exit, so no issues whatsoever for the drivers to exit it without making big incidents. We go now through Rouge and Radio. Of course, classic epic corners here in Spa. Camel Straight. That's where David Gabon is going through as we speak, and we are approaching Les Combes. 3 consecutive corners. Right-hander into left-hander. This left-hander, you want to sacrifice a little bit to get the better exit on this final third corner that is going to lead us downhill into Bruxelles. Again, a hairpin. You got to keep it super tight to the curb. You need to sacrifice the mid-corner to then get a better exit, especially here in No Name. Because again, it's a very fast corner that we have in front of us. It is nothing else and nothing more than Pujon. Double left-hander. Really tough on these cars. And let me tell you, those cars are going to feel the tire wear in corners like these. Of course, time for the campus. Time for the last sector. Lovely section of corners here approaching Stavelot. You want to brake right when the curb is gone through that left tire, left front into Pauvre. Easily flat out for Gabon. You got to be careful with the track limit, especially on this corner. And well, what can I tell you? You wanted speed, and this is where you get a Blanchimont completely flat for every GT3 involved. And at the bus stop, lovely chicane up the hill to finish things off for a full lap here at Spa-Francorchamps. David Gabon, what is he going to be able to say? He crosses the line, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is one hell of a lap. 2:17.5. That is an incredible time. Let's go with Mattia Nakita. We got an Italian in here, flat out sim racing. There you see him nearly approaching that finish line, and just in front of him, my good friend, Tim Troquet. There you have my good man. Tim Troquet, of course, one of the members of DC-SimRacing. Here you have Troquet. He's going to try to get right into the lead. He's not going to be able to do so because Nikodem Zopcic has taken that pole position by storm with a 2:17.3. Here you see Mattia Nakita, bomba! The 17.1 and claims the lead. Fantastic lap from the Italian driver. Of course, representing flat out sim racing. Let's go now with Nick Langner, the German driver. One of the representatives of Big Brain Racing. There you have him through Blanchimont. And into the bus stop we go. What can he do? Can he get into the top spots? It is not going to be easy. We have 36 drivers. Well, 35 teams, because Vaser's team has been disqualified. Who is doing commentary? Love the enthusiasm. That is me, Tony Mena. A pleasure to meet you, my friend. I never thought I'd be here, but I am. It is an honor to be here with all of you in DC-SimRacing. I was really looking forward to do it. I've been a commentator for over 3 years now. I'm all over the place. You can catch me in many, many communities. You can catch me on my own channel, SimRacer Tony on Twitch. I'm everywhere. And finally, I'm here at DC-SimRacing. There you see Enrico Paris, a good friend of mine, long time no see. And I want to take a look at him a little longer once he closes in to that finish line. Talking about a commentator, a damn good one. That is Jean-Paul Samin. Of course, great job he has done for DC-SimRacing as per usual. and it's lovely to see him on track. Let's see where he's going to end up. For now, into Stella he goes, taking great lines. Careful, we're taking too much AstroTurf here. As he goes through Pauvre, but no issues whatsoever. We see some more gentlemen getting closer to that finish line. One of them is going to be Gilles Hublot, who's going to try to put himself on the board. There you see him, entry of the bus stop, very well executed. The exit is good as well. And the finish line is there for Hublot, who's going to go up in a P19. Not bad at all. Let's check on a driver that is just behind him. Repsol Honda team, Dimitri Dexuit. Sorry if I'm butchering the names. Lots of new people I've never met before. There you have Denuit getting closer to that finish line. Nice bust up from him. And through the line he goes. Is that going to be a 17? Indeed it is. 17.8. And goes up in a P5. Hell of a lap there from the driver. And look at this. Alexander Credier from the team of Bratwurst. Oh man, I like me some Bratwurst. There you have him. Now through Blanchimont, also approaching the bus stop. Lots of drivers putting their times on the board. We see already 29 drivers in, and 24 within 2 seconds and a half. Hey, that's a packed up grid. I love it. I absolutely love it. Credier into P28. He ends up. Look at this. Pedro Marquez, Portugal. Bacalhau com batata. It's time for the bacalhau. No, Pedro. No. I wanted to get some bacalhau, but he went straight to the pit lane. J.W. Lenches, there you have him. Through Blanchimont he goes as well. Fantastic line. Improving by half a second from that 18.105. Approaching the bus stop, the entry. Not bad at all. Now you got to open it wide to then cut it down and get a great exit through the finish line. Straight. That is looking pretty good from Lenches. And he is going to get into P8. But look at this guy, Damien Koncic. What a lap. It's going to be P3 at the end. Super close to Nikodem Zubcic. Really, really close. These three drivers, Zubcic, Revon, and Koncic, within a tenth of a second. And look who's coming through very quickly. It's Dimitri Desnuit. There you have him. On P8, 2 tenths down. This could bring him up in a P7. Can he take Wilczynski down? We will see. Lekker, man. I don't know Dutch. All I know is Hoofddomme. But I don't have to say anything else. I don't like saying these words. They do it. Fantastic exit out of the bus stop. They do it. Into P8. He stays. Let's go now with Nick Timmermans going through No Name. Lovely line. A little too wide. He needs to be careful because he could get his lap invalidated anytime. If he pushes that hard through, of course, Pouhon we go down the hill. The DC-SimRacing representative looking very nicely as he leads us into the campus, of course, ladies and gentlemen. Spa Francorchamps. I've said it before and I will say it again. A track that has so much history. A track that has been here from the early 90s, the 1905, of course, the first world championship of Formula 1 was disputed here, and of course the winner, Juan Manuel Fangio, the Argentinian. I gotta tell you, this track has so much history, and very important to know. We see everybody still putting their laps in. We're going to go quickly with Mattia Nakira, who's doing very well. But very important to know, this track was twice as big. Of course, the size was shrink down for the cars to have a more competitive race. I don't know if you remember that old layout of the track. It looked fantastic. You can definitely check it out. Even in Assetto Corsa mods, the original Assetto Corsa, there you have Mate Nakira coming like a rocket, approaching the bus stop, and he wants to hit that ticket. He wants to hit the jackpot, to get himself into the pole position. Mattia Nakira, io te amo! Tu sei il migliore! Tu sei il migliore! 16.902, what a lap! From the Italian driver. We go now with Nick Lagna. There you have him through No Name. Nice line, avoiding that entry curve. Very, very tricky curve indeed. It can upset the car and send you right to the wall. At your left, Langer going through Pujon very nicely. And we'll check on him a little later on. We need to go on board with Nikola Zobzic, because he's on Akira go up into the lead, and he doesn't want any of that. He is already 4 tenths down on the 17 dead. That is insane pace from Zobzic. That is really good lines. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the track is in fantastic condition. Optimal state, 24 degrees. The tires are going to suffer, but not as much as we expected them to. That is going to be a pivotal point once the green lights come out. And of course, driver swap. That is going to be a very interesting fact to be sure of, because that is a part of racing that is sometimes very left alone, very underrated, very abandoned, I should say. Strategy is so important, and with a driver swap it means even more, because timing your pit stop correctly can win your races. Nikola Zobzic, he said, I'm done of these Italians. The Polish driver smashes the top with a 16.795. Nakita goes down into second just by a tenth. Fantastic lap. These guys are rockets, and I am having the time of my life. Only in qualifying, 5:20 to go. The action doesn't stop. We're going now with a Robbie Bele. The Organisation Losen Olafs. I think I said that correctly. That's its team. Coming down the hill through Pujon. Good lines. His fastest lap time was a 17.982. He's right now nearly a full second down. This could be a contender for the top 5 spots. Let me tell you, they are very close to one another, and he's going to have to keep it up if he wants to be right there with the big boys. Here you see him through Paul Fred. No issues whatsoever. He keeps it up, and he doesn't stop. What a lovely qualifying lap from this gentleman, who's looking forward to go into the 16 if it lets him. Is he going to shift to 6th? My God, that's a long shift. Well, there you see him breaking down into the bus stop. Just 2 more corners to go. Can he nail this exit? That's a lovely line, carrying the speed through. And Robbie Bayele up in a P3. 16.925. Just 23 shy milliseconds away from P2. Lovely effort from his driver. There you see Lozitz Propan Motorsports are now being led by Paul Dorzel, the German driver, trying to get into the top 10. It's not going to be an easy task though. He is going to have to leave it all on track. The top 11 within a second. Let's check on some other drivers that we haven't given a lot of time. Let's check on our owner. On Daniel Metz. There you have him. One of the admins here at DC-SimRacing. You got to give him some love. Come on, guys. Come on, boy, girls. You got to give him some love indeed. Well, I would like to take a look back with R.J. Jones. Man, it's been a while. E Senior. One of the elder guys who win the championship. And hey, I love me some AJ Jones. I hope he remembers me. AJ, I love you, Bubba. Well, there you have Mr. Jones going down through the Camel Straight, trying to get himself into the top 20 at least. That would be very good. Let's see if he can make it happen. Let's check on Team Romanowski. Romanowski now on the Porsche, going through the bus stop. It's looking like a mid-17. The exit was good, but wasn't good enough though. He crossed the line. He's gonna stay there. Shame. He was looking really good. Let's see if he can do it now. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. It's gonna be the last lap for everybody involved, so they need to live it all out on track. Let's see what happens as we face the last 2 minutes of qualifying. There you see Mattia Nakita wants to bring it back to the lead. He has invalidated the lap, so he's gonna have to go like a nuclear weapon back to the finish line. He might have a shot, but it's gonna be down to the wire. I think he's gonna have around 10 seconds remaining to post another lap. But look at this gentleman. Look at Nikodem Zobzic, absolutely rocking this from top to bottom. He is still improving, but let me tell you, somebody else is. That is David Gabon. He's going to cross the line. Can he challenge for the lead? Gabon! 37 thousandths of a second away from the first pole position of the championship. 50 seconds remaining. Mattia Nakita, he's gonna have one more shot, one more lap to try and make it happen, to try and make it work. Will he be able to do so? Time will tell. The clock is ticking. 30 seconds to go. Let's check on Matt Redfern, British man, also a big ring racing driver. Lovely to see him on track. At the moment he holds P20 with an 18.5. Let's see if he can go down on his time and maybe hit those 17s. That will shoot him up straight into P15. And look who's here as well. It's Thomas Verrat. Welcome to the broadcast, mate. It's lovely to see you here. Let's check on Antonin Drabowska. P18 for the AG Hor Motorsport Ferrari. Not doing bad at all. Right now, Sofsic has gotten the checkered flag. So it's all down to Gavon, to Nakita, to Konsic to make it to the lead. I want to go quickly with Nakita once again because he's improving. All he has to do is get a 10th and a half. And that will be enough for him to claim the top spot on this qualifying. Here he goes through No Name. You can see him just drifting all over the place. That's the problem of pushing to your limits. That was enough track, and that's going to be game over. Well, ladies and gentlemen, unless Antonin Drabowska makes a miracle, Zovcic, Nikodem, the man, there you have him. He has rocked every single lap he has put on, and right now he looks like he's gonna be our pole sitter. Drabowska about to go through the bus stop, and therefore the finish line. He might be able to take Benjamin Voigt on P17. Antonin not gonna be able to do so because he has just set the damn same lap. Oh man, that's lucky. That is unlucky. We don't have anybody else on the track but Robert Weber. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna leave you with a video from a sponsor because we're about to go green. So let's get that going. You wanted it, and we're here finally to give this championship a start. And here you have the whole pack. Let's go for a grid walk. As we see Mr. Substitch leading the pack from Revon on the first line, then on the second one, Lachida, Vejale, Kosic, Zedu, Zizan, Solberg, Zeglia, Timmermans, Downsett, Venema, Lenches, Enrico Maniz, Dorzel, Weber, Voigt, at Redburn, and of course we got Romanowski, we got Schneider, we got AJ Jones, then Mr. Yeah, it is none other than Mr. Artis Millas. Then Zieska, Cambre, Shefa, Hublot, Mullen. Then we got Tommy Weiss, Christopher Samin, Blake, Credier, Deschaux, Daniel Metz, Nico Volnin, and John Visa, who got DQ'd on quali. Let's take a quick trip through the lovely lands of Belgium through Spa-Francorchamps. Just gone through turn number 1. La Sauce, here you see the corner that might give us pandemonium. Eau Rouge running on. We go up the hill through the Camel Straight. Of course, completely flat out. Very big opportunities for overtaking as we approach Lecombe. 3 consecutive corners, as you can see. Right, left, right. It's going to lead us down the hill into, of course, Bruxelles. Big hairpin. You can see the racing line completely drawn out. Time for no name. Time to go even further down the hill into Bouillon. A double left-hander. Lots of trail braking and lots of danger for the drivers. It is 30 degrees. The tires are going to be eaten up. There you see, of course, the campus getting us into the third sector. And now into Stavelot, into Paul Frey, and completely flat out through it, as well as Blanchemont in the bus stop. There you see the last chicane, the last 2 corners of this track. There you see the pit entry. And why don't we go and take a look at La Sauce. Of course, due to the danger that is Eau Rouge, we will start after turn number 1. We will start the race right here, right in front of Eau Rouge. The engines are getting ready. Vroom, 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 vroom. There they go, sounding as lovely as ever. And here we're going to leave it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to go for 1 hour and a half of full racing. Let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, it would mean the world for us if you could like this broadcast, if you could share the link with your friends, your family. Let's get everybody in the party, because the party is about to start and we don't want anybody to miss it. Come on, friends, let's get everybody on board with us. We want to see you all. All of the cars are gone now. And let's go with our leader, with Nicodemus Zovcic. Through the Camel Straight he goes. Leading the whole pack. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have a sip of water, because I can fear what's going to happen right there in Eau Rouge. So I'm going to need to be hydrated, because good Lord Almighty, this is going to get intense. Well, the clock is ticking. We are getting there. We're ever close to the green lights, to the start of this championship. And right now, Zovcic looks like a million bucks. There you see P2, the Lamar Rim Sport team, led by David Gamon. Just look at him go, chilling. And as we see everybody getting ready, of course, big thank you to Hymo Setups, to Pure Sim Gear, of course, to Next Level Sim Racing. We saw their video before going into the grid walk. They got some of the best stuff out there. You got to check it out. Next Level Racing, please sponsor me as well. I love you. And of course, Sim Racing Timers, we got the pit wall working for all of you. So what else could you ask for? Just sit down, get your beer, because oh mama, this is gonna get crazy. Here they go, the two cars side by side. Remember, the race will not start until we go through La Sauce, until we go through turn number 1, for obvious safety reasons. Here they go. One more corner, and things are gonna start. Oh my days. The championship is going to start in a few seconds. It is going to be led by Nicodemus Zovcic. Gavon needs to beware. He has the outside, so he really needs to worry. The green lights are out, and this championship is on its way. Fantastic start from negative sausage. There you see Gabon cutting the track a little bit. Let's go on the helicopter. Everybody making it out safely through a rush. I cannot believe it. Super clean start from everybody. Time to head into, of course, Lacombe. Side by side, sausage Gabon. He's not going to be able to commit to the move. Side by side. It's all over the place. Pandemonium, look at that! Oh my lord! You gotta break the damn car! Woo! And there you see them both taking a nap after a very unfortunate incident. Here we go now with Sausage, still leading from Gabon, Nakid in P3, Bayale on 4th, Konsic on 5th. Welcome Francesco, Viva Italia, Viva DC-SimRacing. Have a nice championship indeed. You too. There we go now with Robert Weber and Conrad Bushman. Nearly side by side. Look at all the cars go. We've only had one incident, thankfully. No more to be seen just yet. The first lap will be completed very soon. And there you see Team Rocket trying to catch on Dimitri Denuit. On P6, Kosic and Bayala very close to one another. Through Blanchimont they're going to go. As you can see, Kosic is just lifting. Doesn't want to get involved in any incidents whatsoever. There is still an hour and 28 minutes to go. But he might be able to go on the inside. No. Well, no, or maybe he does. My God, he could have committed to it. He has decided not to do so, and I think that was a very smart idea. He's putting the pressure though. Oh, nearly contact there between Sami and Obla. Thankfully, everybody coming out alive. Just one incident on this first lap, and now into the second one. Second round for Rouge. Side by side action from everybody. Still Sofsa Cellini from Gabon. Nakida, here you see Bayale, Consic, Zanuit. Rocket! Gabon! And in front, a big crash! Pandemonium! What the hell has just happened here? Jesus Christ! This is absolute chaos! I told you! Second rounds are the worst! Oh my days! What a crash! More than 12 people involved! Here you see, boom! Big pump from the back! And all the party gets started! Woo! Jesus Christ! Look at the damn thing! Well, that's what I call a full-on machine gun, and you know how that sounds. It sounds full. Absolute chaos. At the second lap, people not respecting the yellow flag. And that might be big penalties coming, as we see Enrico Paris up in the 7th. Bushman was trying to move on the outside. Is he going to be able to commit to it? No, he's not. He's actually going to get a very fat line in through Solberg. Move through and takes the P8 away from him. Well, we got not one, not two, not three. We got 13 people in the pit lane after that incident. Absolute madness here at the beginning of the Driver Swap Championship, the Driver Swap Series, of course, sponsored by Hamel Setups, Next Level Racing, Pure Sim Gear. There you see Chef. Oh my God! What in the blue hell was that? That's the biggest commit, the biggest time I've ever seen him live, and he actually hasn't made contact. That's unbelievable. Of course, he lets Droboboska by. Dorsel is completely parked. Oh, just by himself. That looks like a broken car. Oh, yes, it is a broken car. Look at the poor guy. He cannot steer left or right. All he can do is trying to bring it to the pit lane. It's a shame to see him in this situation. Well, we are now. We are right now 17 drivers in the pit lane out of 36, as you see. Solberg, great move on the inside. Bushman now going down into 10th. He's struggling to find the traction here on Le Con. Eugene Cambre just behind from the Cambre Racing team, trying to make a move on Bushman. Bushman really not finding the point. It is still 30 degrees here at Spa. Optimal track state, but absolute pandemonium, absolute chaos. As we see things starting to settle down, you can see on the track map, it is just out of this world how the race has been broken down. Solberg and Matt Redfern going at it for P6. We still have, let me do some counting. Those are 8. Yeah, those are 15 people in the pit lane. There you see Solberg, great exit out of Paul Frey, and now Matt Redfern. He's going to have to be patient. He's not going to be able to keep the side by side. We have found an incident. Antonin Drobowska. That's too much curb on Paul Frey. Told you that entry curb, that's a no-no. And unfortunately, Drobowska find out the hard way. Let's go back with Redfern and Solberg having a great fight. And Enrico Paris catching from Weber, Bushman, and Cambre for the top 6. Let's check on the lead. Let's check on Nikodem Zovcic, the Polish driver, dominating the start of the race. Already 2 seconds ahead of Mattia Nakira. And the traffic is in front of our race leader. And it's not 1 car. It's not 2. It's about 10. He's going to have to worry big time. Let's go on board with him to see how easily he's going to get through traffic. What a turn of events. And this has completely broken the race in half. Dorsel going through. There you see Mr. Zovcic now just got rid of 1 lapped car. Here you see Enrico Paris on the exit of Le Con, getting really close to Matt Redfern. Man, these guys are leaving their hearts out. Nearly 10 minutes in, 8 to be exact. Look at the drifting there from the BMW of Enrico Paris. Struggling again to find traction. We have in front of him PA, P29, Samin, and Znotins going for a little bit of a scramble. That got really close there, nearly a punt on the back. But Znotins being a gentleman, and not that we're pushing, but maybe being a gentleman is no more. Look at him force himself on the inside, and that is contact. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Solberg, Redfern, Paris, Weber, and Bushman involved in the incident as well. They were all separated by half a second or more, and now it's just a 10th. Look at the 6 men fighting. This is incredible. Look at the 3 wide. Tommy Vines. Tommy Vines has made contact with one of the lap cars. Those are not good news. Let's go with Robert Weber as we approach the bus stop. How is this one going to go? Enrico Paris trying to defend. My God. My God. Redfern going a little too wide. Solberg trying to open the gap once again. And there you see Paris now. P8, Bushman side by side with him. Can Conrad Bushman do something here? Or can Weber capitalize on these two fighting without any remorse? Doesn't seem like so. We're going to go now with a Robbie Bayalet catching Mattia Nakira. Of course, traffic has made this lead pack very busy and in some cases very angry, because this could have ended it all. 1 hour and 20 minutes to go. Bayalet pushing like a maniac, wants to get this move done ASAP. as soon as possible. Lovely lines there from Baylet, but it's not going to be enough. We need to go back with Bushman and Robert Webber. Right now, the Mercedes driver should be focusing on the better exits right now. He is in a classic sandwich of cars, so he needs to keep it safe, focus on himself, on his exits, keep it as clean as a whistle. As you can see, he's sure as hell doing that. And Mr. Bushman, even though he's putting a little bit of pressure, he's not sacrificing any of his corners. Very good pujon from the Mercedes driver. 2 cars in front of these 2 gentlemen is Enrico Paris, another Italian. The Tri-State Racing Team. There you have Enrico catching on Matt Redfern. And here you see same lines from both drivers. Paris a little more aggressive on the throttle. That means he might have a shot before we go into Blanchimont. Let's get on the helicopter to take a closer look at how this fight is gonna turn out. Paris trying to again get the better exit through Blanchimont, but that's a mistake. It goes a little too wide, and definitely he's not gonna have a chance here. But someone who might have a chance is José Cambre, who made a move. Now he makes a mistake, cuts the corner, and of course he's going to have to get that position back. Bushman reclaims the P10. Nakita is being pushed by Robbie Baylet. Nikodem Zobzic flying away is 2.5 seconds, and look at the slipstream for the Honda driver for Baylet. Going left, right, now trying to stay in a clear sight to nail these corners. Look at how much traffic there is. And this could be determined for a race victory. Traffic management, sorry, is super important, and especially the patience of these amazing drivers is going to be tested to their limits. That's for sure. There you see Tommy Vaz going for Bushman. Bushman keeping himself ahead without any issues whatsoever. Let's go with Webber, Paris, and Redfern. These 3 are fighting a little too hard, and right now, with the race being still more than 3/4 remaining, they should be helping each other pull away from the rest behind. Except they're not doing that. They're just fighting themselves. Full-on headbutts from these 3 drivers. Redfern keeping his composure, not letting the pressure get to him. We were talking about Baylet, but let's talk about the men behind him. It is Tim Trocat catching on the P3. This is also going to get intense, that's for sure. There you see Trocat. Nice bust stop, and he missed the apex a little bit on the entry. The exit is going to be good though. And let's see if he can bring it back and even have a shot at P3. Let's go with Enrico Paris and Redfern. Man, these 2 want some TV time. They're enjoying themselves. Here you see him, Redfern. Paris on the outside. He's not going to be able to commit to it. That was a very smart move, but he's going to pay for it because look who's behind. It's Robert Webber making an easy move through. But can he close it in though? Can Paris dive on the inside? Yes, he can. It's all about the exit. Right now, it is more convenient to be behind the car. Through a rouge to therefore get the slipstream, take yourself ahead without any issues whatsoever. Here we see Webber staying behind, doing the smart thing. The exit, well, as usual, sublime from him. There you see the slipstream. There are 2 BMWs battling out, but Webber says, hello, I'll take the inside, and I'll see you later. Or not. Let's see if Paris is going to defend this. Definitely not. No sense in trying to commit to a defense like this. There you see Mr. Matt Redfern having a very bad luck home, and now Weber has been the one penalized. He nearly made contact with the now P7 Redfern, but he's back in the P8. Through no name they go. That's a very bad line from Paris, from the Italian driver. Weber and Bushman are going to be there to let him know that if he doesn't turn up, he's going to fall off behind. Substance with the fastest lap of the race so far. It's a 17.8. A masterpiece of a race he's given us so far. That is for damn sure. The Polish driver dominating in every single aspect of the word. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know, you will see right to the left of the gaps, you see a number 1 with an orange background. That means these drivers will have to serve a mandatory pit stop. And of course, that will mean that they will have to swap their drivers. They're going to have one shot at it. And they're going to have to be very precise about it. We already saw half the grid pitting after that massive incident at Ranillon. That's a great exit from Paris. And we have had Troquet doing some Star Wars. Woof. That's a shame to see Enrico. Sorry, to see Mr. Troquet losing connection. Hopefully, he can bring it back now. Paris and Redfern are going to go out of Paris with a great exit. Of course, everybody has gained one position due to the disconnection of Team Troquet. Paris, Redfern, side by side. Will Paris commit to this, or will Mr. Weber go for it? Thankfully, he's not going to force the 3 wide. That could have ended really badly. And the action continues. What a lovely fight between these 6 gentlemen. Let's go a little further down the back. I want to check on Dimitri Denuit, catching on Nico Woltnil. There you have them all going through the comb. Good exit from Dimitri. In the lead, it is still Sausage, just chilling, relaxing, dominating. That's what he likes to do best. Let's go back with Redfern and Paris. There has been contact. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see it. Paris, Redfern trying to save the car. And there you saw the Mercedes of Bushman being collected in the process. Cambra moves up in a P7. And there you see Enrico Paris taking his time. He is now gonna try to fight it back. We have a car stopped. Wilczynski, can we see a replay? Oh, he has been there for a while. Maybe he lost it. Out of no name, but he's back on his own. Back on his way, slowly but surely, getting the focus back. Well, now we have Cambra, Vias, and Schiffer for P7. Oh, we got Bushman. Bushman having issues through Blanchimont. We are now on lap number 8. Nearly 20 minutes in. The action doesn't stop here. As we see Bushman going in the pit lane. Will he swap the driver? We'll see. Paris, really bad exit there. Struggling after that incident. Let's go now with Gilles Hublot and Alexander Credier. 5 for P20. DBC-M4. Alpina. I love Alpina. Oh yeah. We are 30 viewers on the broadcast. Thank you so much to each and every single one of you. Again, please smash that like button, subscribe, send the link to your friends. Get everybody on the party. And of course, if they want to get into sim racing, we got it all. We got pure sim gear. We got next level racing. We got Hamel setups. Come on, boys and girls. You got it all. We got the pit wall for analyzing, for data, for even telemetry at times. We got sim racing timers. Come on, my friends. DC-SimRacing giving you the best opportunity ever to get yourself on a sim racing rig. And hey, just losing yourself in the lovely world that is motorsports. There you see Yellow, Blanc, and Crediet still going at it. No move to be seen. Bushman still in the pit lane. Of course, we haven't talked about this, but we definitely should. This Spa pit lane is the endurance one. It is 3 years long. You can get in, have a coffee, have a child, pit, have another child, have 2 more coffees, and then you will finally get out and go back into racing. Very frustrating pit stop. That is for sure. Bayale and Nakita finding one another, but Nakita skipping that second and a half gap. Doing a great job at it. Let's go with Jean-Paul, Samin, or Sama. You'll have to confirm to me, please. Nico Wolnier feeling the pressure. The 2 Aston Martins are going to go at it through Blanchimont. They go through, and Sama might be able to go on the inside. He doesn't even think about it twice. And he breaks a little late, but I think he's going to be able to close the move down. The exit, obviously, is going to be horrendous. Nico Wolnier got a good exit, but he had to lift. So maybe he can bring it back. Here we go. Turn number 1. It seems like Sama is going to stay ahead. Credier, Hublot, side by side through the calm. Uy, 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 uy. Nearly Credier losing the car. Thankfully, he doesn't. And he makes the move happen. Lovely defense there from Credier. And we got a yellow. We got Emil Wyszynski having a little bit of an issue on the pit exit, but he's on his way. That's good to see. Let's go now back with Bayale. It's 2 seconds now. Nakita starting to push. Nakita wants to get rid of every single bit of traffic. All he wants to do is follow the damn train, CJ. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. Well, Shefa, Tommy Baez, these 2 also want some TV time, eh? I'm going to give it to them. There you see Shefa on the inside of the campus. Side by side, and Shefa close it down. It is still side by side. Tommy Baez still has a chance. He will have the outside for Stavlat. That's a little too deep from Shefa. And from gaining 1, he might be losing another. That's the problem of taking risks. It might not always work. There you see. Shefa is still going to be able to keep his P9, but Enrico Paris is coming through rapidly. There you have it. It might be side by side. Somebody might come in. Shefa taking the inside line. Enrico Paris was trying to put the pressure. It is not going to work out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, things are starting to stabilize. Things are starting to calm down here at Spa Francorchamps, at one of the temples of motorsports. 7 kilometers of pure action, as you've seen already. And with so many people on the grid, that ain't gonna stop this. Gilles Hublot, great exit out of Rouge. Makes it through Credier. And I'm sure he's gonna be able to close the door and keep this position for a little long. Oh, Credier goes a little too wide. That's not the region you want to see. Oof. Cut the track a little too much. But hey, he is still in the game. Let's check back with Tommy Baez and Jostein Shefa. These 2 are giving us one hell of a fight, one hell of a bout. Tommy Baez really feeling comfortable here on his BMW. And just as I say so, he makes a mistake on the line, but it doesn't matter. I think he's going to nail No Name. Indeed, he does. That's how you do it, baby. That's how you come into a corner. The man in front of these 3 gentlemen is Josquin Cambre on P7. I want to check now on somebody we haven't seen since the start, and he deserves some love as well. And I'm gonna tell you why. This gentleman, not doing bad. He's really showing us how to do it. Michael Jeffrey. There you have. This gentleman has already gained 17 positions from starting nearly at the back of the pack. He is right into the doors of P10, and with how much fighting there is going on between these three gentlemen, he might have a clear shot. As you see, a great exit from Joe Stein. Sheffa, side by side. Sheffa makes it through. Tommy Vaz doesn't commit to defend it. He just lets it there. That's a big mistake from Vaz, taking that inside sausage. Maybe it is time for Paris to finally make something happen here. No, he won't. The Italians are being very passive, very patient all throughout this stint. Here we go. Once again, approaching Eau Rouge. Lovely lines from the three drivers. And I gotta tell you, right now, with nearly 30 minutes in, we are getting closer to those driver swaps. We're getting closer to the pivotal point. That is that mandatory pit stop. This is where everything could change. Because right now we know the pace of one of the two drivers. Let's see how the rest handle the situation. Because they're gonna be given a car, and we don't know if it is on perfect conditions. So hopefully we'll see great performances from them as well. You see Ireneus Seccha from the past SimRacing Lamborghini. Love to see some Lambos on track. He's trying to catch on AJ Jones. Good buddy, British man, defending as hard as he can, but you can see Seccha is coming rapidly. He went a little off the track there. Can he actually go for a dive? No. Be patient. Gonna keep it safe, and that's what matters the most. Great line from Seccha. This could be a good turnaround. We'll check on him a little later on. Look at this, Conrad Bushman, of course. Man pitted after that big incident where he got the front of the car completely destroyed. But he's going to try to bring it back now, fighting with Credier, Enrico Paris, and Tommy Vaz. Nearly trading positions. Paris stays ahead as we go through the bus stop. Lovely stuff from everybody. Now that things have started to be more about pace and consistency than just about being survival of the fittest. There's the Bushman already making it through Credier. No issues on the overtake. Well, Bushman. Oh, well, that's a way of taking a Rouge, taking it completely flat and completely straight. That is definitely gonna be a track limit abuse, and maybe a warning. Success, man, and good luck. Come on, Nagira, Leonardo Notazio. Viva Italia. Tu sei el migliore. Tu sei el migliore. There you see Tommy Vaz fighting with some lap cars. He was 3/10 away from Paris. Now it's 2 seconds. And it ain't stopping. All it's doing is getting bigger and bigger. Ay, 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 ay. Tommy Vaz must be super frustrated. The blue flags are being thrown for these drivers, but they're not moving out of the way. Michael Jeffrey looking left and right, trying to make a move as we go downhill through Pujon. My God. Here you see Jeffrey could have a shot here. Is he going to go for the dive on the campus? No. Ay, 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 ay. I thought he wasn't going for it. He actually committed, and unfortunately, that is a punt on the back. Hopefully he will give the position back. Gentleman move. Here you see. Just shot. Making a move on Jay Jones. Top job, Johnny. Top job, Fritz Entius. I love you, baby. Awesome to see you here. And I hope you're enjoying the broadcasting. I really hope so. I hope you're having a great time here with me. Well, my friends, it is still Sopsic leading the pack, 3 seconds ahead of Matian Akira and Robbie Bayale. This is our provisional podium for the evening. We are now in the last hour of racing. About 25 minutes I drive. Well, hey, thank you very much for that information, because let's be honest with ourselves, that actually matters a lot. We can get a little bit of reference on when the drivers are going to come in. Usually you are going to do 50-50, but depending on the driver skill, depending on how confident the driver is on a particular track, you might play the boundaries a little to your favor or not. Nonetheless, this is going to get even spicier than what it is at the moment, as we see Enrico Paris and Jostein Scheffer fighting for P8. And I must say, track temps are going down. It's already 28 degrees. There you see Schaffer making a mistake. It's going to go side by side through No Name, but he's having to brake very late due to Schaffer closing the door. But that's what you do when you're the car behind. Keep the rest safe. Paul Dorsel in the pit lane. That's a great exit from Enrico Paris. He could be able to make a move as we approach the campus. Hopefully, it's not going to end up like Vaz and Jeffrey. Okay, he's going to stay behind. There is traffic in the middle. And let me tell you, traffic is being relentless. There you see Damian Koncic, one of the men who, if you remember, was at the top before the green lights came out. That big incident on lap 2 took him down to P25, and now of course he's trying to get unlapped, but with the blue flag rules, there's nothing you can do. He's gonna have to stay behind right now on the 19 mid. Sure, he's not too happy about that. Lars Schneider in the pit lane. Enrico Paris, nearly, for the love of God, nearly Koncic taking him out. It is getting very close between lapped cars and cars on their respective lap. Dorsel has served the pit stop, as you can see. So let's see how he does, because right now it is Mike Schulze joining the car, taking the reins for the rest. For the remainder of the race, it is 56 minutes. This gentleman is going to make this happen. Of course, we got Lars Schneider giving the car to Klaus. I don't know if it's the brother, the cousin, I don't know, but I love it. I love some camaraderie. Jesus, I don't know how to speak English. Off the doma. There you see Enrico Paris and Jostein Scheffer giving us the most entertaining fight of the evening. Let's go with the leader for a little bit, and you know what? We're going to stay with him for a full lap. I want to take a look at an onboard view, because, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know how to drive, this is the perfect example. Just take a look and try not to drool. There you have Zovcic going through the bus stop, clean lines, just letting the car rotate itself with the power, with the gas. Time heading to La Source, as you can see, keeping it right down to the painted white line. The limits of the track, and Zovcic just so smooth yet so aggressive. That's the key with GT3 cars, as you will see right now. Not going to have too many issues here through a rouge. Very easily done. Fully flat on the throttle. Thank you very much, Thieling. And you got to love the energy. You got to love the passion. That's what we're here. That's what it's all about. We head now into Lacombe, and again, as you can see, he is turning very harshly, but once he releases that steering, you can see he's being very smooth with it, and that's what's letting him keep so much speed through the exit of the corner without having to overcorrect due to the car being upset from so much movement, from so much weight change. It has been a fantastic lap from Zovcic, who has been running on the 18 mid all race long. This is how you do it, and it's been wonderful. Let's check on Shefa now, and Rico Paris finally made the move. The pit window is open. The pit window has been open. Now it is time for everybody to make it happen, for everybody to switch drivers to go till the checker. There you see Shefa struggling with traffic as well, and I'm very curious to see who's going to commit first to going into the pit lane out of this top 10. If we think about it coldly, with the ongoing fights from P7 to P12, I think one of these gentlemen should be the first to go there. If we take a look at the track map, everybody spread out. Most likely you are going to have clean air to just focus on yourself, dead on, go for quick pace, and that at the end is going to bring you where you need to be. That is the key of this championship, the driver swap series. It's not only about how good you can make the corners, it's how good you can use the brain to your advantage. So let's see what decisions the drivers take. For now, Zovcic shouldn't pit at all. He's on his own world. No need to make anything change. There you see Bayale starting to catch once again to Mattia Nakita, the Italian driver, doing a hell of a job. The DA Organization Lawson's Olaf's team also driving incredibly well. Bayale, one of the two representatives, really executing a wonderful race for the last 40 minutes, and this is it. I think we're starting to get close to those pit stops. I'm driving in about 10 minutes. I love it. I want to see you there. I want to see you there. Oh yeah. Mr. Menomanda Mullen. We're having lots of fun here on the broadcast. Even though things took a turn for the worse on that lap number 2. The action doesn't stop, and we have a yellow flag. Klaus Schneider. Maybe, yeah. You could see it. Too much curb. Too much curb. And that just completely sent him nearly on the wall of Ranillon. Thankfully, he has been able to save it. As you can see, the front of that car just lightly tapped from what I suppose was the first wall on a Rouge. But he's good to go and good to continue. Bushman now in the pit lane. He had to pit once due to the damage. Now he's pitting to switch drivers. This is going to get spicy. I like it. Still nobody in the top 10 to go in. I want to go quickly on Nick Langer. No, he's actually not going to go in. He made a mistake through the bus stop, but he's going to keep it going. 50 minutes and 40 seconds to go here at Spa-Francorchamps, here at the premiere of our driver swap series, and we are having such a wonderful time, and for sure this ain't gonna stop. We are gonna continue. We are gonna keep the fire going for the remainder of the championship. We still have 4 more rounds to go, and man, we're having an absolute blast. AJ Jones coming into the pit lane, and I think I know Who's gonna replace him? That is gonna be one Kirk Keith. Oh, baby. Be careful with that bloody driver. Look who's on the broadcast. I like it. Is it the Thomas Brown Rats? I like it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And let me zoom around as well. Look at Robert Weather. Trying to catch on Truls Solberg. Not being able to do so. I love that livery, by the way. It looks so sweet. There you see Jeffrey. Back with Sheffer. This fight is going to get going. I like it. This is going to get interesting once again. Jeffrey, good lines now. Approaching Bruzel. Of course, Jeffrey needs to be looking forward to better exits. As you can see, taking it calmly. He knows this section does not matter at all because there is traffic in front. So all he has to do is keep it composed, keep it in one safe line. Schneider! Schneider? Schneider? What happened there? Well, that just caught me off guard, to be honest. Looked like he had some sort of hardware malfunction, I suppose. There you see Enrico Perez, Engine Camera, Nick Langler. I told you, I knew this guy was going to come in first, and he did. We'll see where he comes out. Enrico Perez and Engine Camera going for P7. If I were Enrico, I wouldn't think about it twice. I would go in right now. No need to be losing more time. And there you see that somebody else is going to join the pit lane. But these two gentlemen are going to stay out. Let's go with Matt Redfern. We saw him fighting for P7. Unfortunately, things didn't work the way he intended them to. We saw Paris and Redfern coming into contact. Sheffer is also in the pit lane. Interesting to see. This could really mean a lot of gain positions if strategy is played correctly. Let's go back with Cambra and Enrico Paris. There you have them both. Paris with the slipstream, with the overspeed. Can he commit to the inside now that he has gone past the lapped car? That's not going to happen. He's going to still have to stay behind. Cambra, really nice lines, as you can see. Even though the Aston Martin is a car where you can actually use the curbs to your advantage, he's trying to keep it out of there. Maybe he's looking to not switch tires and to just go quickly, driver swap, fuel, and we go. That is an off track from Canberra. We haven't seen any drive-thrus yet. Why no race restart after this big crash? Well, my friend, I don't know what to tell you, but one thing is for sure. Nikola Sovcic is in the pit lane, and he nearly came in contact with the Iron Legs car. That was a little tap. Sure, he's not too happy about that. There you see them both. Man, are we really going to have a fight between lapped cars here in the pit lane? Look at this. Look at this. It's nearly side by side. One through the other. That's pure love, huh? Of course, there is no collisions once you enter the pit lane. In the pit entry, there is collisions. There are collisions, sorry. That's what happened there between these two gentlemen. Enrico Paris with a good exit. Cambra again covering his insides very well. Matt Redfern having a little bit of a scramble with Tommy Vice. Nearly side by side. Big brain. I like it. Galaxy brain. Cerebro Galaxia. That's what I have, ladies and gentlemen. And oh, shotgun for Jostein Schäfer, who was coming to the pit lane a little too quick. Reis van der Hocht is gonna have to pay dearly with a 30-second stop and go penalty. Oof, That one hurts, my friends. It hurts big time. Sausage still in the pit lane. Solberg also in. And there you see, Kama might make a move now. Buddy is in trading positions before Rouge. The lap car is in the middle. It's going to be side by side. Camera with the overspeed. Can he make it happen? Still side by side. Buddy survives and the car is out. On the grass is Albert Rosen. Unfortunately. Taking a look at the wall. More pit stops coming through. I want to go with Nakita, who's close to that finish line. Will he commit? Will he answer to the leader? Let's see. Nakita's going to stay out. Okay. Okay. I like it. Taking a different route. There you see Team Romanowski coming out of the pit lane. Let's see how the German driver does now in this last 44 minutes. Even time for both. Ooh, we see there Pedrito Marquez. Bacalao con batata frita. Woo, I like it. I love me some bacalao. I love me some Portugal. Van der Hocht, of course, still remaining to serve that stop-and-go penalty. Canberra not being able to catch up to Enrico Paris. When are these gentlemen going to pit? Let's see. We're getting closer and closer to the checkered. And here you see Canberra immediately answering and coming through. And Enrico Paris is going to stay out. Well, good decision. Maybe a little risky. We'll see how his teammate does. One way or the other. This is incredible. We have had it all already. Fantastic overtaking maneuvers. We have had crashes. We have had full-on pandemonium. We have had smartness on track 2. This is what DC Sim Racing is all about. You want entertainment. You want pure sim racing at its best. Here you have it. 42 minutes to go. Halfway point. For all drivers, Robobolska coming in as well. Let's see when Nakita decides to do so. The Italian driver about to go now into the finish line once again. Will he go into the pit lane? Nope. Just a few short seconds away from knowing that. Here we go. Nakita goes through the bus stop and fakes going in. I love it. I love a little bit of the fake there. I like it. Well, let's go now with Ryan O'Sullivan from the Big Brain Racing team. There you have him trying to catch him. Wesley Lemos. 5 for P26 Van der Hocht. Still serving that stop and go penalty. Man, seriously, it's for real. That is the most painful penalty you could ever be awarded in a track like this. Oh, man, my condolences. He's finally out after lots of waiting. He's finally on his way. BLA in the pit lane. Let's check on Robert Webber. You can see, oh, that looked last minute. But he committed to it and he came in. I like it. Right now, the drivers still have 10:45 to bring it into the pit lane. If they don't, well, that will imply you will get yourself a penalty. That ain't sounding good. And look who has joined the track. It's Menno Van der Molen. There you have him. P9 making a move on Joy de Vos. Going higher on that top 10. The Roborowski giving the car to the Frenchman, to Mael Hatt. There you have him. Ferrari driver ready to leave it all out. Bale in. Weber in. Buddies in. We still have Nakita and Redfern remaining to serve the pit stop as well as Millis, Metz, and Decal. Metz, of course, I suppose he's going to come in this lap knowing that he might catch traffic soon. It would be a good idea, a wise one, to go in. He just let him wide. Really? Wow. I thought he let him wide because he was going to go in. It seems not. So let's go back with Nakita, with the Flat Out Sim Racing team, leading the race for the moment being. This is virtually, of course, 39-25. Bayalek coming out. Of course, it's its partner. Nicolas came back out on track. Townsend is out. Weber not moving, and same goes for Enrico Varese. Great race from these three gentlemen. Really fun burnout. And look who's on the track now. It's Mikołaj Nowicki. We have another Polish driver really showing us what it's all about. I want to see his pace. I want to see where he's at. Klaus Schneider having a rough time. Look at the car. Looking a little damaged. Struggling to keep it out. There you have. It's from Robert to Max. Max, Super Max, Super Max. Let's go. Max Weber out on track and from Paris. It has been Thomas Marcelino claiming the spot, taking the reins. I like it. Scholza and Daniel Thielen going at it. This is the fight for P20. Scholza getting a great exit, but he's gonna need something better than that to finally make the move, and that is what he needs. A move on the inside. He makes it work. He's still leaving the room. So clean there from Scholza, and he still finally commits to it. Lovely job. Mahata, the Frenchman, on his own right now. No traffic whatsoever. Look at this. He's in Wonderland. All he has to do is focus on his lines. No need to worry about traffic because there is none. Great stuff from Mahata. Of course, putting a great pit stop. And this could really mean good stop form in this last few minutes. You can see just a few drivers remaining to go in. Mattia Nakita still out, man. He's going to leave it out till the last damn second. Well, that's a decision. The question is, will it work out right now? Nakita putting 18.5s. Nowicki putting 18.2s. He's the fastest man on the track. Jutho Solcic was fast. Well, this guy even faster. He's going to be a fuck. I nearly said a word I shouldn't have said. I was going to say a word in Spanish. He's a force to be reckoned with. And talking about force, you know he likes to put some force, to put some oomph into his moves. Minimum on the Molan. Closing into Thomas Marcelino. It's France versus the Netherlands. Who's going to win? There you see great exit from Van der Molen. The slipstream is there, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Yeah. Van der Molen, my God. Even though the slipstream was not going to be enough, that's what you call a dive. And that's how you make it work. Lovely. Redfern finally coming in. So nice time for Nakita, who's just nearly a full lap ahead of him. Right now going through the campus. Very safely. Very calmly. There you see them both. Really nice lines from the Italian, who has put one of the best stints we've seen so far. But right now, that someone is taking the crown. That is Mikołaj Nowicki. My God, this guy hasn't stopped putting 18 lows Ever since he came out of the pit lane, this dude is on fire. And he is unstoppable. Nakita! Nakita doesn't want to come in it. He doesn't want to go through that minute and a half of pit stops. He doesn't. He only wants to be free. Oh, free. Free as the wind. Free like the bird. What a great song Free Bird is. Oh, yeah. Here's your reference. Finally stopping in his pit box. Pedro Marquez takes the P5. Vamos, Portugal. Let's check now on Rene van Oostenbrugge. Fighting with Artis Milles. There you see the Racing Dudes Motorsports team. Trying to get into P29. He's getting good lines. Daniel Metz finally coming into the pit lane as well. Let's see who's going to claim his spot. Here you see Oostenbrugge. Great lines. Through Pujon. Down the hill he goes. And trying to close that gap down even further. And look at this. We got Max Weber and my lord, Manamula again. On the inside of the first turn of Lecon. Making it work. Getting his money where his mouth is. I like it. Well, we got reference team out. And now it's going to be Neil Aldrich to take the steering wheel and to bring the car to the checkered. What a great race these two gentlemen have been putting on. But now the weight of this race is all on Neil's back. Let's see if he can survive it. Let's go now with Patrick Vistus. There you have him, P10 from the Vice Motorsport. Of course, Mr. Vice has finally pitted. Nakita needs to go in. Either listen up or the next one, I suppose, is going to go in now. Thank the Lord. Nakita running it to the limit. And now we're only going to look at one person, and that is Mikołaj Nowicki, who is going to come ahead. Has Nakita's strategy worked out? It is time to see, ladies and gentlemen. Will he claim the lead? There you see Nowicki now through Pujon. Matías Nakita, I think he hasn't stopped yet. Has he? Nope. But he has made the corner though. He is now in the second half of the pit lane. This is so frustrating. You just want to go there and stop the car, but you just can't. The rules do not allow for speeding over the limit. And my God, it's gonna be close. Nowicki is there with Nakita pitting so late. All he has to do is the driver swap a little bit of fuel in the tires. It's gonna be a quicker pit stop, but Mikołaj Nowicki is there. There you see Nakita still not moving. Let's go with Nowicki. He hasn't done a thing. No movement still from Nakita. There you see him. Nowicki is gonna come through. Oh, he's moving. Bertoncello is on his way. Nowicki is gonna be behind. What a job! What an amazing job from the Italian team, but unfortunately, it is not gonna be enough. Bertoncello needed to take things safely on that pit exit, and thank the Lord he did. Nonetheless, it is 1 second between these two drivers. Of course, it's going to be Nowicki with the harder tires. So now, Bertoncello is going to be on the downside. Maybe, just maybe, he can go to that pace. Maybe he can go to those 18 lows. If we see a 17, I'm just going to lose my head. We got a yellow flag. Dylan. Bah! In on the wall. Just like Russell a few years ago on Formula 1. Well, let's check on Schneider and Romanowski. Look at Romanowski go on the inside. Let's check now with the Italian. Is Bertoncello. Bertoncello 2.5 seconds behind. It is 27 degrees on this track. Still optimum, no rain. Just a perfect sunny day for Belgium. And my God, the action ain't gonna stop. Let's see if Novicki can keep this pace up right now. This dude is on fire. Putting 18 mid, 18 low. We do not have a reference time from Bertoncello yet, so we're gonna have to wait. Let's see, we have another fight, and it involves a Frenchman. It is Thomas Marcelino nearly losing the car. My God, too hard on the curb there, as he tries to close in with Max Weber. And Menoman the Mullen was ways ahead. 3 seconds. We're now on lap 26. Only 30 minutes to go. Things are coming out to the end. Things are slowly but surely finishing. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you are a driver and you would like to be interviewed, you can go to the interview room to have a talk with me. I'd love to have some people on. Let's go on board with the Frenchman, with Marcelino. Catching Weber. Weber's feeling the pressure. This could be the moment through Stavelot and through Paul Frey. Marcelino, good. Stavelot, even better. Paul Frey, that's a great exit. There is traffic in front. This could play up big time for the Tri-State Racing Team. Paris and now Marcelino doing a hell of a job. There you see them both finding through. Oh yeah, 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 yeah! Weber! What the hell is that? Weber just lost the corner. He was like, whoop! Missed the corner by 100 meters. And unfortunately, that region wasn't good. Thank the Lord he didn't take that driver out. We got Alberto Rosen. He has been there for a while now. Is he benched? Oh yeah, he's benched. Look at the steering, for the love of God. He is back on his way, but you can see the steering is so loose. Look at that, look at that, look at that. He's trying to turn the car. It's a shame to see. Ries van der Hoort catching on Camille Becquet. A lovely fight as well for P17. I must say, we are having such an amazing race. Unfortunately, we don't have any close fights on the top because Mikko Novicki is unstoppable. Bertoncello on the 19 low, 18 high. Novicki on the 18 mid, 18 low. Unstoppable, this guy. What a team. They're already putting themselves at the top of the board. Even if they win or if they don't, we don't know yet. It's still 25 minutes to go. But they are for sure showing us that they have what it takes to go and fight for the lead of the championship. There you see on the Hocht. What a great line. Now he's going to fight with McKay. It's going to be the Aston Money and the Lambo side by side. It looks like Van der Hocht has this covered, and that's one hell of a maneuver. He makes it work to perfection. He goes up to P17. Oh, Malhate, what has happened? By himself, that's too much curve. No, not even curve. Too much power while steering. And that is going to be a spin on a Pujon. No, Vicky, my God, you're still running on the 18 minute, for the love of God. This dude is on another level. Let's go now with Becquier. Once again, trying to bring it back on Van der Hocht. Right now, Van der Hocht seems to be having the upper hand in this fight. Already opening the gap to a full second. And of course, traffic in the middle ain't gonna help. Let's go with Patrick Richters from the Vice Motorsport team. It's gonna be Richters and De Vos for P9. Nice lines from both drivers. Bertoncello not being able to keep up with Novicki. It is half a second of a difference per lap. Nicolas Kalmbach running on the 18 mid as well. This could be Kalmbach claiming a P2 if Bertoncello struggles to keep the pace up. Let's see, because this could go many ways. Let's check now on a driver we haven't given a lot of time. Fritz Entius. He was here on the broadcast. I like it. I like people chatting. I gotta tell you, things got very heated up at the beginning of the race with that massive incident. Thankfully, things have calmed down a little bit. 23 to go. Let's check now on Short De Vos, the Canberra Racing team. He has taken the car and is doing one hell of a job so far, keeping himself on P9, 2 seconds ahead of Bischers. And it seems like he's starting to close in on Max Weber. Weber running on the 20 dead. De Vos was doing well. Unfortunately, this lap is going to be at 20.6. Not what we were hoping from him. But Novicki has struggled with traffic, and Bertoncello has cut the gap down to 2.5. Never give up. That's what you got to do. Stay there until the flag is thrown out. What a hell of a job from these drivers at the lead. And the fact that it doesn't stop, it is so lovely. Now, my friends, we need to see if Bertoncello could make it back to the top. Because he is running on the 18s now. He's starting to push. I think he was trying to test the waters. And he's now on pace. Look at Vesley levels. Wow. Even though that's a lapped car, man, you got to commit to make a move like that. That is for damn sure. That was very well executed from the Dutch driver. Let's check now with Pedrito Marquez, Portugal. Portuguese driver doing one hell of a job as well on P5. That's a very solid result. And so far, there's nothing you can tell him. It has seriously been a great race so far. And there is nothing you can blame him for. Great effort from Marquez. Let's check now on Wesley Levels and John Vizes. I gotta tell you, we saw John starting dead last because of being disqualified on qualifying. And just as I talk about a penalty, O'Sullivan gets a drive through and on Montat as well. Holy Moses! Double drive through. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about a massive penalty in a track like this where the pit lane is a minute long. That is a race killer. 20 minutes to go as we see Levels trying to fly away from Visers. Let's go now with Kirky. Kirky. There you have him. Man, I'm happy to see him. That British driver, Nora. What a great driver he is. I gotta tell you, I've had the pleasure of seeing him for a long time. Many races alongside him. And he is a master at work. There you see him catching on Klaus Schneider, who's back on pace, thankfully. He struggled 20 minutes ago, but he's back on his own and back on his good riding ways. Lovely to see. O'Sullivan, of course, still remaining to serve that pit stop. Well, sorry, that pit penalty, the drive-through. Kirky, he's trying to catch on Schneider. It's now a second. And talking about a gap that has gone down drastically, it's Bleichers and De Vos. It is now 3/10. Look at how close these two have gotten. What a fantastic, amazing race we're having. And this one for P9 is going to make it even better. They've also made a mistake on this lap. Also got it invalidated. And here you see these two are going to go for it. Look at how late the BMW brakes. He's looking for a good exit. He's looking for a move. He wants to make it happen already. The sooner the better. But let's be honest with ourselves. It is also a great idea to keep yourself behind before Eau Rouge we go back on board with the Vistas to see if I am correct or not. But I'm going to presume I am because of the slipstream that you see Vistas now. Great exit. That is lovely. And that should be cha-chain. That should be the jackpot hit. And now they go side by side. The balls. Can he come in? Can he keep it ahead? No, he cannot. Bristus makes a move and goes up in a P9. Clutch move there. As you can see, Schneider already behind Kirk Heath. As this fight went on, we saw the trade coming. Let's go with Novicki, who's having a very calm race still. 2.5 seconds. That means Bertoncello and Novicki running on similar pace. Unfortunately for the Italian, he's not being able to catch, but there's still 16 minutes to go. Anything can happen. Anything can happen here. Crashes, pandemonium, disconnections. Definitely not traffic, because as you can see, the leaders are pretty much separated from the rest. Look at Patrick. Go corner cut racing. I love that team name, eh? Kella. I love the team name. That's for sure. Let's go back with him. Come on, let's give him some love. Do you have Patricio? Patrick. Nice lines. Overall. From the Dutch driver. Well, there you see him starting to pull away from the boss. It's already a second. And it's only getting bigger and bigger. Let's check on Michel Zeglia. Another Italian driver. Michel, right now, 21 seconds behind Rene Ostenbrugge. Urbanat now serving the drive-through. Thank the Lord this was his last lap to do so, or if not, he would have been disqualified. 15 minutes to go. Everything seems stabilized, but again, anything can happen. What a lovely start of a championship we have had here at the Driver Swap Series. 1 hour and a half. Already 1:15 gone. The last few minutes are here, and this is where everything is gonna go to another whole level. Will we see Bertoncello catch up to Novicki? Right now, with the timings, it's not looking that positive, but nonetheless, never give up. Keep it up. That's what we like to see. Non-stop fighting. The boss, unfortunately, is more and more time. Let's check now. On. Oh yeah, I know who we're gonna check on. Oh yeah. Look at this guy. Yannick Coet. I'm very happy to see him on track, of course. I had the pleasure of meeting the DC-SimRacing guys thanks to my team. Dutch Sim Racing team. It is lovely. They're also participating on our championships, so it is great to make connections, to make new friends in this fantastic world of sim racing. That's what it's all about, my friends. Look at Short the Voss starting to catch once again. Bush just is starting to feel the pressure. Let's see how this one's gonna go. Look at how close these two are getting. The Voss nearly had a chance there. The speed difference was massive. That's what a bad exit could mean. It was a second, and he cut it down to a 10th. What a lovely fight. Will the boss be able to commit to a move? Very smart to stay behind before Eau Rouge. That's how you do it. And now, can he commit to it? Can he make it happen? Eau Rouge time. Good lines from both, but it is still going to be Rashes with the better exits. Looks like it's not going to be enough. At least not yet. 12 and a half to go. You see great braking from both. And at the same time, bad lines through Lacombe. They keep going. There you see, Russia's going a little wide through Bruxelles. But it seems like he has everything covered. And he's going to keep it alive. That's what matters the most. Bertoncello still 3.5 seconds away from Novicki. Novicki has this on the pocket. He's catching traffic. Ay! That is a commentator curse. I am so sorry, Bertoncello. I am so sorry, Bertoncello. I cannot believe it. Oof. What a turn of events! Craig Townsend on Lacombe as well. Too much curve, the spin, and it goes down in a P5. Pedrito Marquez makes the move. I told you. Anything can happen. And again, it is being shown that with consistency, things come to where you want them to go. And we have an incident now. What has happened? Come back. Oh, little bit of understeer. Well, that wasn't as severe as a mistake from Bertoncello or Townsend. We are officially 10 minutes away from knowing who our first winner of the driver swap sprint series is. The boss, Blisters, still fighting with one another. Let's give some TV time to our leader, Tumi Koach Nowicki. The Polish drivers absolutely dominating this first race here at Spa. It has been a walk in the park so far. Let's not chant victory. Let's see how this one goes. But for now, let me tell you, he's going to drive it as carefully as he can. He doesn't need to push. Bertoncello now is 8 seconds behind. So that definitely gives him even more breathing room. We go back with the balls, with Vicious. No move to be seen. Let's give some TV time to other great drivers like Demon Romanowski. Was it Brabant Motorsports team? Great stuff from this team up in the P14. Also, I think the drivers that deserve the most credit, and no, it is not because of them being the owners of this channel. It is Venno van der Molen. My God, 22 positions gained from the beginning. That's what you call a hell of a comeback. And they are making it work to perfection. Only 8 minutes where they're gonna have to keep it alive. And look at these two. The boss has gotten himself pretty close again to Blisters. You can see the boss there lifting a little bit. You don't need it, brother. You don't need it. Come on. There you see again the balls breaking a little late. Too aggressive. Sometimes slow is smooth and smooth is fast. It's a lesson we all have to learn in life. Not take things the fastest, because when you take them smoothly, that's how things go well. Look at that. Great lines from Bertoncello, who's starting to catch up again. But of course, Nowicki in his own land, already going through traffic. And he's just relaxing. Do you want to hear the song he's listening to while driving? Oh, baby. Are you ready? Na 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 na. He's the double G. Snoop Dogg. He's chilling. What a race from this team. Seriously. Unbelievable. The Polish drivers have come to decimate everybody in this path. Let me tell you that this has been a roller coaster from beginning to end. But yeah, now everything seems settled. Everything seems done for. De Vos again a second behind, and look at this. I like it. Yannick Kuetz catching on my Hata. Maybe we have a fight. The difference in pace is massive from these two drivers. So something good happened there. Marcelino! Marcelino! That is going to be a broken car. Let's go on board. Because the poor man cannot even move the car. That absolutely sucks. After an incredible stint, he is gonna drop positions left and right. The question is now, do you keep it out? Or do you go in the pit lane? Because he's definitely going to lose less time keeping it out than pitting to repair. Maybe he doesn't even make it till the checker if he goes in, but that car is undrivable. What a turn of events. A very unfortunate one. Look at Bristers. He is coming through. And he does not want to know anything about it. All he wants to do is go and take P8 away from Marcelino. Oh man, it is so unlucky to see. And here we see out there Coates closes the door and says goodbye. I'm through, baby. That's done. Let's go on board with Vistus. Marcelino. Poor Marcelino, our French friend, not having a good time. He's gonna have to pit it. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be able to survive. It's gonna get a little dangerous. That's for sure. It could get very dangerous. When Marcelino stays out, you can see. He cannot even stay through Blanchimont. He should open lead way. Well, the rest of the driver, Marcelino, yeah, send it to the pit lane. What a shame. After a fantastic stint. That's not the way we wanted to see Marcelino go. And he's going to drop positions left and right. We are 3 minutes away from the end. 2 more laps to go. Nice on Mickey, man. What a line. He is still putting 19 deads. He's still putting 18. This guy, seriously, ladies and gentlemen. What can you say about these two? It's just unbelievable. No mistakes. As precise as a Swiss clock. My God. Bertoncello, 7.5 seconds behind. Still a great race. And he might be able to finish it off in the podium. Same goes for Nicolas Kalmbach. He's also right there. Slowly but surely. Ending it all. I must say that, ladies and gentlemen, we got a fight for P24 as well. It's Thielen and Christopher Zamin. How are these two gonna go? I want to see it. I want to take a look at great fight going on. And I also need to say something, because this is just incredible. Wow. This is insane, ladies and gentlemen. We have been more than 20 viewers throughout the whole stream. We are nearly on 800 views. Wow. Thank you so much for the support on this first stream. And let me tell you, this is just the beginning. Samin, Thielen, nearly side by side. So we now going for a little bit of a switcheroo as they go through the bus stop. Samin, that's looking good. Marcelino rejoins the track at P17. Father and son racing. Hey, that is the most beautiful thing in the world. Yes, indeed, of course. Our own commentator, Jean-Paul. I haven't had the pleasure to talk to him, but he seems like an awesome guy, eh? So, big love to Jean-Paul. We love you, Bubba. We're getting some close fights now. We're getting on the hook. And Schneider, there you see him. Hunting very closely. And now he might be able to make a move on Klaus Schneider. Yes, he can. Move secure. Move done. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now at the last lap of racing. Let's check at Marcelino. Closing in. Oh, we got a yellow. We got Kirkheath out of the track on the stave lot. Thank the Lord. No hit on the wall. Marcelino and Becquier should have a good scramble for these last seconds of the race. What an hour and a half of racing we have had, and it is coming to an end. Thank you so much to everybody that has been here from the beginning. Everybody that has joined the broadcast. There you see Marcelino, Becquier. It looks like Becquier can close the door at least for a little longer. Marcelino, even though he has damage, he has a lot of speed. The white flag has been thrown out. Marcelino on the inside. It is still too wide through the bus stop, but Marcelino commits to the move. Very well executed. Look at the Lamborghini showing some courage, saying, hell no, you ain't going through. And Marcelino still not able to make it happen. The Lamborghini stays strong. Lovely stuff from him. But ladies and gentlemen, we need to give the focus to somebody, to a team that has dominated this race from top to bottom. My lord, it is going to be the Vicky taking the victory. Look at him flashing the lights. He knows. You're in camera, big boy. You deserve it. What a race from these two. And they are going to take the crown. They are going to become our first winners of the Driver Swap Sprint Series. It is game over, and the Mickey takes the checker flag. Bertoncello, fantastic effort, takes the P2. Comeback, he's going to take the P3. Very good last push until the end. Until the end. There you see Comeback taking a little bit of a nap on the wall. Until the end. Pedrito Marques, Pepo Portugal. Sí! On P4. What a great job from the Portuguese driver to finish it off in such a high position. Craig Townsend on P5. The Big Brain Racing team had a little bit of an issue, but nonetheless they make it happen. Menno van den Molen from the DC-SimRacing team, 22 positions gained. Well, ladies and gentlemen, things are coming to an end. It has been an absolute pleasure being here with all of you tonight, and be sure we'll be back next week with some more action. I'm gonna leave you with the timetable. Thank you very much, and we will see you next time with some more exciting racing as per usual. Ladies and gentlemen, Juan Antonio Mena is signing off. Thank you again. Tune out, and of course, big thank you to our sponsors before we go. Hyper Setups, Next Level Racing, Pure Sim, Spectacular Gear, of course, the Timers, and Pitwall, as well as SimGrid for letting us host the championships. Thank you, and good night.